world of soul.
MC.com.
All right, we're standing here with Victor Marshall. Victor Marshall, class of 1984. Is that right? That's good. That's good. We were actually having an interview here, guys. So we'd like to have this brief conversation. We're standing here with looks like Karen Lewis. Case one, also class of '84. Is that right?
That's correct.
That
That's
is
good.
correct.
Well, I'm glad to have you here also, Karen. We were talking about, we were getting ready to talk about the experience here at South Shore High School. And both of you had the opportunity to both play for Hall of Fame coach Glenn Johnson,
Yeah.
and come through or even help establish a legacy here at South Shore High School. Tell me about your experience here at South Shore, what it meant to you back then, and what it means to you today, and how we can build upon that to help another generation to fulfill their educational opportunities and athletic ambitions.
Okay. Back then, I would say that the camaraderie of the friends that I have gained over the years and personal experience I had with each one of them, as well as our families being involved with each one of us, and they took every last one of us as if we were their own child, as being as brothers and sisters playing for the coach. Mr. Johnson made it so where we all were like one family. Even though we had different mothers and fathers, but he was the father of us all, who taught us how to be respectful, how to respect others, how you want to be in life, and the way you act and treat yourself is what you want to do down the line. And he instilled that in all of us, I believe, with the hardness that he put on us, the way he pushed us and stayed on us so hard. I think we all turned out great over the years, because I think we push our kids the same way. We push each other the same way. Throughout school, we've done that. And I think just us being interlocked with one coach brought us together as a team, as well as being on the track team, the football team, as brothers and sisters. We were there for each other no matter what, even after college, after high school, and even now. It's good that we get together. Now it's just, man, it's just a magical moment. I mean, it touches me every time I see us just gathering and kicking it. Even though the ones that we lost over the years, there was just so much love among us. No other school, I can even say, can touch that.
There was how many years did you run track here at South Shore?
All four
Four.
years.
And all 4 years, Glenn Johnson was your coach.
He was my coach. I came in as a freshman. He was my brother's coach in football. And my brother told Mr. Johnson, he said, my sister can run. And I said, well, I got many runners. I came out one Friday. I think you guys had practice, and he had me running laps around there. So I need you to run this in so many seconds. I think I was like 2 seconds or 3 seconds away. And he had me come back like a minute or two later and do the lap again. I was like, I don't like this. But he was like, she got potential. And then ever since then, he's been like, I want you to come out for cross country, and we're going to build on your skills. You can be a lot better than what you got. Because by that time, I was like an 8th grader winning Jesse Owens and all that stuff. And, he was like, oh, okay, that's okay. Let's see what you can do in high school.
And you went on to do some great things here at South Shore.
Yeah, I became the first state champion ever for South Shore High School as far as the females are concerned. That was a big thing, and I was the state champion as a freshman for my freshman year.
And what were some of the team accomplishments?
The team accomplishment was, for me to be a freshman, I placed very high in the 100 and the 200, which Mr. Johnson thought that was very potential for us. We won city, we won sectional for many years. We came in place no lower than 3rd in state. We won, we came in 2nd, we came in 3rd. We had a lot of accomplishment. We met the mayor, Mayor Washington. We met a lot of great people over the years that came in when our programs were going for football and track, that donated to us.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Now that's quite a bit in a short period of time.
It's quite a bit, and I must say, the parent booster club that we had for the football team and the track team was phenomenal. Those mothers and fathers and aunts and uncles and cousins and friends that got out to do their thing. That's what we need these days, because when you look at these sports with some of these kids, in the black neighborhood, you might have Morgan Park that might have the parents behind them or really young. But when you come back to the inner schools like South Shore, Kenwood, CVS, Harlan, you don't see that parent booster club out
So
there.
there's a major
So
disconnection
it's
there.
a major disconnection out there because maybe some of the parents feel that they're younger, but still you can come out and support your kid. Work is not that important when it comes to your baby.
Now that you've been out of South Shore High School for over 20 years now,
Yeah, yeah.
we're all out here, some football players and now some track team players, track team members, all with one commonality, that being Mr. Glenn Johnson being the coach.
Oh yeah.
There is a certain attitude among everybody here that is prevalent as it relates to the disposition that one can easily make manifest when you're working with a winner. It's
Yeah.
teaching you how to be a winner.
How to be a winner. The words that Mr. Johnson instilled in all of us, and I think we all can say what it was: success breeds
Breed
success.
success, that's right.
And if you look around, we got Walter Stanley, we got you, Terry Hardy, we got Joe Swan, we got Doreen Ellis, we got a span. I mean, all these cats behind us, they successful in their own little way doing what they did. Back in the day, Mr. Johnson instilled that in us, and still today, I think we are all a close-knit family, which is fantabulous.
Now, you came up with the concept of South Shore Winter Circle. Well, at least you were involved with the group a few years ago. How's that going today? Is that still in?
Yeah, that's still going and going very well. Vicki Wooten was the head of that as far as the educational part of it. She has done a phenomenal job working with the city and working with the previous mayor and all the dignitaries. Vicki Wooten really put her foot in there and really, and as well as working with the alder Michelle Harris, working her closely, put the school back where it needs to be. She did a lot of work, and we all came out for that. But she was really the lead behind my aunt Marie Cobb, who really helped her and pushed her along with other people like Henry English and some other people that really got together and focused on getting this new school together and what's going to be put in it.
What about programmatic solutions to issues plaguing the community? For example, there's been reported 30 to 40% of African American males are not graduating high school.
Yeah, yeah. I think what we need to do, as all of us being so successful, is come back and push out to the neighborhood. We need to do campaign drives to get our male youth, because I think they're intimidated by what's out there, the workforce, which is not that bad. Don't be intimidated by hardness. That's nothing. You can accomplish anything. I think we need to dig in deep and go back into the neighborhood and pull these kids out of the element that they see with the rap stars and all that stuff. That's their job. I tell these kids every day, rapping, that's their job to get you to buy that CD, because they already did their thing, and half of them, what they saying in the rap videos ain't even true what their life is truly like. You may have a few of them that's really true of what rappers really do, but everybody else is trying to make a dollar. And the main thing what we need to do is pull these young fellas back and start them getting their GEDs and put a program over here. Don't be afraid to get your GED, because you can accomplish many things after that. You can go to college after that. You got people, I have a woman in my class right now who's 71 years old coming to get her bachelor's degree. If she can do it, you can do it at 24, 25, 30 and all that. You can get back in and get it.
As it relates to the youth, though, you talk about the GED component. How do we keep kids in school and keep them interested in school?
Well, we have to put programs in there that they like. We took away a lot
That they
of.
like?
Yeah, as far as we have to attract the kids and not make it so hard where they feel. You have some kids feel that math is hard. If you relate things that they can relate to, like counting money, that's math. Like going to the store, if you got to do different things, that's math. Whenever you have to add up or whatever your focus is around you, you have to think about it. It's a thinking process behind everything. If you can think, you can do whatever you want to do.
It is perceived, at least by some, that school is not the place to be. How
School,
can you make school cool?
We need.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is that I think we can reconcile some of the, and maybe you can tell me if you agree or not, we can reconcile some of the issues in the community as it relates to education by reconciling some of the images that are out there. You talked about the rap earlier.
Yeah.
And you'd also talked about a young lady going back and getting her college education at 71 years old.
71.
That's phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Getting her bachelor's. Getting her bachelor's.
But what about creating some access to opportunity that also...
I think being in the community, we can create a lot of access over here for these kids. Our community back in the day, there were a lot of things for us to do. We had Rosenblum Park. We had leaders who would make sure we need to pull in people like those Glenn Johnsons and those Homers who made sure, regardless if you had kids out of the program, they still made sure those kids were straight and made sure they graduated and put them with teachers who can help them along the way. Us being out of school and we know what it's like, we just got to come back.
What school did you go to, in fact, after leaving South Shore High School?
Indiana University.
Indiana. Oh, you went to Big Ten.
Big Ten.
Okay.
Indiana
What was that
University.
experience like?
It was different for me. It was way out of my element, but I adjusted to it. You know, being around not everyone that was my color, but and being around kids who come from a mixed school, because my school wasn't mixed.
Right.
And you know, it was a quick adjustment after my sophomore year. I finally blended in with this is life, and this is what you're gonna deal with after you graduate. This is what life is all about, mixing and mingling with different people. So it was an adjustment.
Were you exposed to college life before leaving South Shore High School?
I was exposed to college life.
In what way?
That was due to the invitational meets that I was invited to during the track season.
What was that experience like?
It was really phenomenal. I met a lot of people in a lot of different states that ran track, and we all were good at it, and we all were on the same level. And we got to experience looking at college campuses, going around seeing. We were invited to football games, stuff like that. You know, recruiters were trying to get us in. It was different, and I was excited about it.
But what did it do to your mindset after you came back to school?
I can do this. I can do it. I want to get out of my element,
It
out
made
of my
you think
area.
about leaving.
I want to leave Chicago and experience something else other than 75th and Chappelle. 76th and 75th and Constance. I can do what they're doing. I want to see what that life is like and bring it back and share my experience and tell people push them to go to college. It's a whole nother world out there.
And now you have a college degree.
Almost working on my college degree. I didn't finish and get my I didn't finish, but I'm finishing now.
Okay.
I'll be done next year.
Well, that's good.
Some things happen in between. I'm not perfect, but I am going back to get my degree. You know, and I'll be next year. I'll be done. Get my bachelor's in business management.
Karen Lewis, we're out here at South Shore High School. I want to thank you very much
no
for the
problem.
time.
Anytime.
Real pleasure.
Thank you,
and good
Terry.
to see you again.
You too.
World of Soul.
MC